Okay, just putting the motherboard in, the P9X79 Pro. So I'm gonna angle it for you. I've got a couple of the water blocks on. Maybe there's going to be a bit of changing around. But yeah, this is the custom case I did. I painted all those, the top and the front. So I'm just going to carry on putting the board in, putting the screws and stuff in, and then I'll put the graphics cards in. Okay, that's the graphics cards in, and the CPU cooler, RAM cooler. I just thought I'd do these RAM coolers just to see if I could make it even and see how it works. But that's the graphics cards in there. I just put this crossfire cable on because I just want to see if it fits. So that's that. So now the graphics cards, motherboard, stuff are in. Okay. Okay, this is my first attempt at hosing up a water cooler. Okay, what it does, it comes from reservoir, RAM block, CPU, RAM, out of the RAM, into the reservoir, I think you can see there, and out the reservoir, into the top graphics card, into the bottom graphics card, into the radiator. That's just a drain plug there, just in case. It's a quick one. I wanted to get a tap, but I know where's got one, and then it goes back up into the reservoir. So I've not tested it yet. I just I'm going to leave that till tomorrow. But that's the system so far. The only place I'm worried about is, say, it's in here. This is where it's going to leak in there, or the hardest place up there. So that's it for the time being. See what happens tomorrow. Okay, here we are, YouTubers. It's got my water cooling bits and pieces here. Just going to start filling it up with a bit of water. I've checked all the joints. One. That's a 100 milliliter bottle syringe there. Check. Can't see any leaks at the moment. Thinking there's somewhere else I can put this. Got the power. Yeah, I've got the pump. I've got the Molex connector on here now. Power on. Okay, here we go. I'm cropping them now. I've never done this before. 2, 3. Oh, go. Thought it would. I knew that joint would leak. Okay, I got a leak. I knew it. That's my main one there. So what I'm going to do, I'll empty it out. I'll get back to it. Okay, this is a excuse me. This is attempt number 2. I've just moved the RAM blocks back a bit. I've done a few alterations on these Bitspower fittings here. The thread was too long, so see if this works now. So let's put a bit of water in here. This is just Mayhems distilled water. And we'll see how it goes this time. Attempt number 1. Failure. But hey, first time ever doing it. What the hell? Let's see if this is any better. So I'm just filling. I bought one of these syringes. Makes it a lot easier to fill it with this. Plug it in. Okay. Finger over again. Ready, go. Ready for the leaks. Fucking hell, bastard. A fucking Bitspower. Okay, this is attempt number 3. I had another leak over here on the Bitspower fitting. I just changed the washer on it, the rubber washer. Okay, so that seems to have got rid of that. I got water down to here. Everything seems to be dry here on the EK fittings. Everything seems to be okay here. Right, here we go again. Ready, 1, 2, 3, go. And again. Keep a close eye out. Right, hold it there. Switch it off. I'm just going to fill the reservoir again. Okay, what I want to do is just tilt this. I'm going to tilt the case back. So switching it on and off now. Just I've got some air bubbles going through, but I know I've got to plenty of air bubbles down there. Full circulation. Lots of air bubbles coming down here. I don't know if you can see. I'll see if I can get the light on them. No water. Gosh, I'm flipping crap in them. First time ever. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright. Okay, I've got it. I've got the system sorted now. Hopefully, I'm just messing around with a pump, variable speed Vario, Alphacool pump. I haven't got any leaks at the moment. Touch wood. I had 3 attempts at this. I always had a leak from here on the Bitspower fittings. So I'm just turning the pump up. Some air bubbles are coming out the front. That's flat out. You can see some air bubbles coming out here now. Gosh, that pump's quiet. Wind the speed up again. Okay, that's on 3. Okay, what I need to do is just tilt the case around a bit. I still hear a bit of air bubbles in there. Pump's suddenly gone awful noisy. Some air in it, I think. Okay, so I was just testing around with the pump there. It's going to fill the Rads back up and then be back in a minute. Okay, the battery's running flat on this, but the water's now up here, and I'm just going to go and charge the battery on the camera.